Okay.
Nice.
Well, I wanted to say I have the most amazing, strongest. People are already logging in. I love you guys. Um, Cherie.
Oh.
You know that I
My girl.
always say your name wrong, but it's okay. And especially after this. Oh my goodness. I have a dear friend of mine who is gonna help you, and she's gonna talk about her business, and you're gonna be amazed with the little gems that she's gonna talk about. So, welcome, Cherie.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by. I miss you. I haven't seen you since Puerto Rico.
I know.
That
Oh my
is a long
gosh. I
time.
miss you.
I miss you too.
But I've been watching you. You're doing great things. I love the messages that you're delivering, and I love the fact that you're keeping us financially healthy.
Thank you.
I love
And I've been
that.
following you too. Wait a minute. We don't have to be close, and we are there for each other. So
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
So talk to us. Introduce yourself, your name, and the company name, and tell us
Yes.
what you do a little bit.
So in English, I'm Cherie Griffith-Dunn.
I knew you were gonna throw it. There you go, Cherie.
So I am the founder of CyPROTECK Technologies Incorporated. We are an IT managed service cybersecurity firm. Our full mission is really to teach people how to remain hack free. We want you to keep your money in your bank, keep your money where it belongs. Allow this amazing woman, Sonia, to help you manage your money, help you get more money, become financially healthy. But it really starts with your habits on how you handle, your social media, how you handle this thing right here, your phone. Everything that we do is on our phone, and it's so easy for us to just give our information away.
That is one of the biggest problems in every single industry. Obviously, you are protecting our information.
Yeah.
What is the first silly, stupid thing that we do? Um, we get a lot of calls, a lot of emails. What do you recommend for us to say, stop? This is not right.
Yeah, I feel bad, so let's look at before it was a certain subset group of people, right? We looked at the seniors who are always getting the emails, the spam emails and the spam text messages and phone calls, but now it's everyone that's getting it. And with children being on social media, texting, they're getting it because remember, you have to open up your account. They automatically ask you for your information. They want your date of birth, they want your phone number. You're giving away all of your personal information. And if someone gets a hold of that, they can become you.
And the hardest thing is to get that information back, to erase that mistake that is going to be really costly. I seen horror stories that it takes years. um they steal their identity, so you work so hard for your credit, for your information to be secure, and unfortunately in a click of a button everything disappears. So
yeah, we give it away so easily.
right.
The fastest way we give our information away, ready for it? Unsecured Wi-Fi. Stop.
There you go.
Stop.
That's really okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When you are on an unsecured Wi-Fi, I can identify your phone. I can see your IP address. I can get your information easily.
Wow.
And I don't have to do anything outside of use my phone to do it.
That's
I just know
crazy.
how to do it. So when you're in places that have unsecured Wi-Fi, be careful about what you're looking at when you're using that service.
That is crazy.
Listen, people.
And the first thing that we do is like, free Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Listen, use your hotspot.
Yeah.
You're not going to use it for very long. There's usually plans that have a hotspot on there. They give it to you. Use it, especially when you're in airports. Oh my goodness. That is a feeding ground for getting your information.
I'm pretty sure that the people, they just go there just to steal people's identity.
Absolutely.
By the time that you land into your destination,
information
Gone.
gone,
Oh,
gone.
wow.
And think about it. You don't even realize that you do know that anybody can go to the airport, right? Anyone can go there and just sit
Crazy.
there. You don't even know what they're doing. They could look like a business person on their laptop, and they could just be taking your information,
Nice.
scanning and under and seeing who's there to take your information.
That is so
So
crazy.
yeah,
We got to do better. We definitely got to do better.
we do, and
Talk.
we can.
That's what you hear.
Yeah.
That's where we gonna start deeping and asking you questions. But I wanted to know how you got into the IT business. You know, as a woman in business, as a colored woman in business, I'm pretty sure, and I know there's not that many, unfortunately, out there. And we talked
Yeah.
about this since the day we met.
Yeah.
How you got into the business?
Fun fact, y'all, I'm retired from finance, right?
Ooh.
So, doing finance and mortgages and things like that was, my bread and butter for many, many years. But while I was there, I was always technologically savvy. I was always Microsoft certified. I understood the how to undo a hard stop. My methodology was work in a computer until I broke it, and then I wanted to work on
Love
fixing
that.
it. So I started really uncovering a love that I had from a child
Hmm.
when I was told that I was unable to continue in technology. And so, think about young girls out there who now have the opportunity to really get involved in technology. When I was younger, it wasn't a thing. I mean, I was told to be a secretary, y'all. Like that's what the,
Yeah.
counselors said because they didn't want you based on your color and where, who you were and where you came from.
That's so
Um,
sad, but
you
I relate to that. It just,
Yeah,
it's like they see you and they automatically put you into this box,
right.
automatically.
But unfortunately, we kind of keep ourselves there, right?
Yeah.
And it's, you have this innate thing inside of you that this passion that says, I could do more in my life, but you don't really know how. But I just tell people when the time is right, it's going to come out.
Yeah.
And, right before COVID, I started to realize I love IT. It's what I want to do. And my focus began studying IT on my own. I'm a self-learned, self-taught coder. Yeah, I can code like there's
That
no
is
tomorrow.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. You think about coding and you automatically think, not you, right?
yeah,
Oh, Lika, oh, I'm so proud of you.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I always say to people when I'm coding, it's I'm in that space that professional athletes say that they're floating.
Really?
Right? You're
You're
in your
gone.
zone, you're gone, right? Kind of like you
Love
with
it.
doing this,
I love it.
you're
This is my way out.
yes, right?
Yeah.
It's just your love. So I really enjoyed doing that. And then during COVID, I realized that there were so many people who didn't understand technology to
Yeah.
begin with, and that there were so many companies that were suffering because they didn't have anyone in their company who understood technology,
Isn't that
and they did
crazy?
not have the security that they needed at all.
Remember when I met you, so many companies, not only here in Connecticut, we were discussing that. And then we actually went to Puerto Rico, and everybody there are businesses in Puerto Rico as well. At that time, they were hungry for that information.
Yeah.
They needed that information. And I know that you have been growing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
You are going to spaces that no other woman has been gone to. And I'm super proud of you. Tell us a little bit about the things that you've been going through in the past few years and the wars.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, a lot of study though.
Yeah.
The glory is fun. It's fine, but a lot of study. I've had the opportunity to train at NASA to teach them cybersecurity, understanding AI proprietary rights,
Oh,
Department
wow.
of Defense, working with, we love nonprofits. We find that they're the most vulnerable businesses that are the most needed in
Jesus.
our communities.
Do
And
you think
so,
that they targeted because of they are the
oh,
nonprofit?
absolutely, absolutely,
sad.
because they know that they already don't have the dollars to hire the right people,
Yeah.
right? And so if you don't have the right dollars, the right people, your eyeball is no longer on
Yeah.
that on technology. You're not on security. You're on trying to make it through the day, trying to help and service your current customers that you have.
That's
So
so sad.
yeah, we've been fortunate, we spoke in Puerto Rico for the
I
SBDC.
know.
That was
That is
wonderful.
amazing when I saw
Yeah.
you there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And to help people, that's the main thing. And to see how many people really know that there's a lot of information, you guys, and, follow my stuff. Cherie Griffith-Dunn, look for me, CyPROTECK.com. We give away a lot of free stuff simply because we need for you to change your behavior,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
No matter how much money you pay me,
Yeah.
if you're not willing to change your behavior, it's just going to continue.
Yeah.
So start somewhere and start, understanding how cybersecurity came about, how they actually can get your information.
Yeah.
It's kind of like leaving, would you ever leave your back door wide open when you go to sleep at night? No.
No.
Right? So why are you leaving all of your personal information wide open for anyone to take? Because in our minds, we can't see them. And so we think it doesn't exist. I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people say. I'll take my chances.
That's such a mentality. We have to change that. We have to do better for our businesses, and for our own information.
Yeah.
What are the top three? Give us three tips that we should do automatically, today after this, that they can do, quickies, certain things that they can actually do to better save that information.
Yeah.
Besides, obviously, the number one, which is no Wi-Fi like that.
Right.
Obviously, free
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Well, one is go into your phone under general settings and go to security.
Okay.
Turn it on.
Really?
Turn it on. I
Okay.
promise you. The phones, y'all, have been doing what they can do. And then also update your phone. How many people right now have not updated your phone because you think somebody told you? I don't know where this myth came from.
Yes.
But someone said once you update the phone, they're only doing that so that you now have to buy a new phone.
I know people who thinks that way. Mine is automatically, it does that, automatically. But I heard
But
that
make
rumor.
sure it does automatic.
Yes.
Because sometimes your automatic is every 30 days.
Okay.
And sometimes they'll send things in between. Like, for example, did y'all know that Apple got hacked?
That's not good.
Go on my website. It goes. I have a daily trend that goes around that shows you all the companies that got hacked. Do you know that Google got hacked? This is all recent, y'all. Okay. And with the sunset of Microsoft Windows 10, that left your computer vulnerable.
Wow.
So when
That's what she's doing. This is my company.
Right. So when you do not update your computer system, you don't update your phones.
Mm-hmm.
They're sending you stuff because they're telling you we have a glitch.
Yeah.
We have an open hole we have to fill or someone's going to get your information.
The crazy thing is when you do receive, in my industry, we received, everything, you name it. Obviously we have secured, for all the documents, but it's kind of crazy if we do receive so many things that you think, recently I received an email from my own email. Automatically, oh my goodness, but they look so realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like for a person who doesn't know or doesn't, read that much, or is like, in a hurry, let me click it.
Yes.
And that's when the problem begins, because a lot of my clients, they do contact me. Hey, Sonia, it's kind of weird. I received an email, but it didn't look. No, do not.
So when that happens,
like
we call that phishing. Someone is trying to become you. If you click on the URL on their address, you're going to see a different address. So your name might say Latin Financial, but if you click, it's not the address.
Yeah.
So we always recommend when you're using your phone, hold it landscape when you're reading your email so that you can see the full email address.
I love that.
As opposed to holding it horizontal.
That is not going to show only the name at the beginning of the.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that's a tip to help you, right?
And
if you don't know them, don't click on it.
Don't click it. Yeah.
Literally, don't click on it.
Yeah.
If you don't know them, it's not that serious. If I always say, if the person really wanted me to have something, they're either going to send the email again or they're going to pick up that phone and call me.
They're going to call me.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk my information for me to just,
And especially, with private information, they requesting statements, they're requesting driver's license, they're requesting, people stop. This is a huge problem.
right.
But we try to do our best, and you do amazing. You help small businesses, you help, obviously big corporations and individuals. That's why she's here. And I'm going to put all your information here so they can actually reach out to you directly. And I'm going to tag you because this is super important. So before we continue, a couple of questions. Obviously, you told us why you got into the business. Back in the day when you started, how easy or how hard it was for your business to start? Was it easy, or do you have other people to actually help you, guide you, or you just did it on your own? Like, I jumped in it, and
Yeah.
I learned as I go. But
Yeah. It was
how was
very
it for you?
difficult, but I'm one of those people, when you tell me no, that makes me even more fueled to go, I'm going to do it
I love her.
anyway, right? You can't tell me no is my thing.
It's like a yes. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do it anyway.
exactly. So, I mean, it got to the point where I would be doing meetings online and virtual, and be the only person that looks like me. And I would literally have to say, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh,
I am a
wow.
Black woman who understands technology. Not only understand it, but I'm also degreed in it, and I do the work myself.
Love that.
So then I go, so now that we have that out the way, let's talk business.
I'm pretty sure their faces are like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And now it's getting better, but it's still weird for them to see a woman
Yeah.
in this industry.
It is.
But it helps that we have great partners like Microsoft. We're a Microsoft security partner. That helps to have a big name like that working for us. And then to have, new companies that are supporting us. We're working with Premier. We work with Allied School District. We have a lot of big GPO contracts that we work with. So they're like our cheerleaders, and they go out and they say, listen, this company knows. I mean, one of the things that we really do well is that we help you identify the gaps that you have within your organization and then also in your household. How many of us have a smart home? Love that smart home, don't you? Well, guess what? I could just be sitting outside your house, get into your Wi-Fi, and control all your lights.
Isn't that crazy?
So we need to be better and more aware and wanting to secure.
Yeah.
And so another tip for them to do that is, I know you don't want to pay the money, but pay the money for Comcast, for Frontier, for whoever your provider is, to get the higher level
Of security,
plan so that you can get the security.
Yes. I mean,
That's a
we
start.
work from home, so we've got
Yeah.
we bringing home to our homes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure. I do. I love it. Every single tip that you have given me throughout the years, I still cherish. So that's super important for us. Um, I wanted to talk to you. What it's a new year. What exactly you have planned for yourself, for your family, and for your business?
For myself,
Come on, I hear.
this has to be, a year of rejuvenation.
I'm into that.
Really living. We work so hard, and now it's time to try to enjoy it, to really start to stop long enough to enjoy your surroundings, like this beautiful office we're in.
Thank you.
Really appreciate things. And I'm not just saying that because we get older.
Yeah.
It's something that we should be
The
doing.
wiser too,
And I
yeah.
really wish someone would have told me that a long time ago when I was younger, and you're just running and going so fast that just stop.
Where do we want to go? Why are we running so
I
fast? Just to get
know.
there,
I don't know, because girlfriend, I'm still trying to do it. So I'm like, what happened?
I'm taking my sweetest time now. I'm like, taking day by day. I'm enjoying. I'm having, today, like I got up and I contact. You get up every day and you think about somebody.
Yes.
Yesterday for some reason, some of my friends, because I got a bunch of friends. It was sort of randomly. I was like, hey, I hope you have a good day. You're awesome. And my day ended up being not so good. Not so good. It was one of those days that it would just Nothing, everything that I did, and I haven't had a, a bad day at work.
Right.
But I was like, hey, tomorrow's another day. It's okay. I posted a video, a funny video, and I was like, okay. I had a good night's sleep. I got up, and great things that were waiting for me. So, like you said, I'm
Yes.
not gonna run for them or away or towards. I'm just gonna take it day by day
Right. Right.
and do whatever is meant to happen for me.
Absolutely.
So, but
Absolutely.
you and I, we have a history, and I'm glad that you are here because this
Yes.
wasn't pre-med. I'm so glad that you're in Connecticut
Me
and
too.
you took the time to just come on in and get together. And the big hug that I saw when I saw you, I meant it. I was like, oh my goodness, it was like home back. So,
But it wouldn't be if I didn't tell them about their mama's cookies.
oh my goodness. Okay, she's gonna explain where are the cookies. We got to shout out to Sharon Jackson.
Yes,
Because
big
this is
shout out to
for you.
Cherie. So we have to talk about how to stop people from tracing you, tracking you. I get a lot of people that say, when you go to websites now, it says, do you accept, the cookies? Do you accept them to track you? And a lot of people say, if I decline, I can't go into the website. Well, then maybe you shouldn't be there because when you're being tracked, that means even when you're finished, they're still watching you. They're still able to trace you and get your information. So let's all go to the one place that we all go to, which is Google. Go to your Google, go to Chrome, go to the three dots on the right side, scroll down, go to deleting browser. When you're there, you don't have to delete your history. You don't have to delete your passwords. I know people freak out about that. Just delete your cookies and your cache. Be in a cadence to do that every day. Stop people from following you when you're not looking.
I love that.
Right?
Oh my goodness, you give me the goosebumps because this was a hot topic back in the day,
Yes.
and it is today.
Remember, we had people, it took them sometimes 4 hours to get rid of all the cookies that they had on their laptops. So do this on your laptop, do this on your desktop, do this on your phone.
Delete your cookies.
Delete them. Get rid of it.
It was a good idea. We were gonna have cookies over here just to bring that story to life. But oh my goodness. Yeah, no, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna tag you and your company and everybody. You have questions about security, anything. It doesn't matter. Reach out to Cherie.
Yes.
Because she has the questions and delete your cookies.
Yes. And I think again what makes us great is that we take our time to work with you. So you don't have to think that, I know there's a lot of IT companies out there.
Yes.
They rush you along or they talk over you. We talk and we really give you simple words. We give you simple information, explain everything to you, and we go step by step. And it doesn't matter how long we take, right? We're not that company that's going to charge you extra hours because it took us too long. Our goal is to get you to understand and to fix the situation.
I love that about you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope that 2026 brings you everything that you're looking for and more. And I will see you next month in Miami.
Congratulations to you, G Mom.